back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to Food with Chanell, me. Remember to follow me on my socials, Chanell A. Wallace on TikTok and Food with Chanell on Instagram. And of course, be sure to subscribe, like this video if you're loving it so far, and drop a comment below. Let me know if you're new or if you're a returning sub. You know, I see you. Today we are going to be making fried chicken loaded fries. Is that a thing? I think it's a thing because I keep seeing it on my For You page and my Explore page, do you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, I need to do this. So basically, we're just going to fry some chicken, chop it up, put it on top of some fries with some little garnish, you know. I just fancied some fried chicken and some fries, and I wanted it all together, combined. So that's what we're making today. Plus, I've not made fried chicken on my channel before, so you're going to see a little bit of how I get down when I do my fried chicken. If you're new, please subscribe, leave a comment down below, and just let me know what you think of the video. And yeah, the ingredients list will always be in the description box below every single time, and the details to my social. So let's get straight into it. I'm not gonna babble on. Oh, actually, sorry, I am. If you're a returning sub, you kind of know I'm very thankful about my journey and about everything that everyone brings to my channel and to my pages. Thank you so much for the milestones that I'm currently hitting. I'm like nearly at 300,000 on TikTok. I'm at 45,000 on Instagram. And I can't even believe I'm about to say this. I actually can't believe I'm about to say this. I'm like approaching 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm telling you, a girl can't manage. You know, if it actually happens this weekend, I'm gonna get so lit. If you're underage, don't drink. But I'm just saying, like, no, I've been working for this for so long. If you know, you know. If you know me, then you know how badly I want this. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing, following me, rocking with me, trying out my recipes, and letting me know that you like them. So, you know, it just makes me happy. So I'm going to stop babbling on. You already know the vibes. Let's get straight into it. Boom. Now, I've come back, you know, because before anyone says anything, because you know the hair's long and it's out today, what we're gonna do, we're gonna tie it back. I'm letting everyone know so that no one can't come for me and say nothing about, you know, your hair, you're frying chicken. Look, the hair is tied back, and obviously a headband because it will get hot in the kitchen. Yeah, so at the beginning you'll see me looking all, you know. Let's get back into it. Okay, my loves, so as I said, today we are going to be making loaded fries with fried chicken. So I don't know what we're calling it. Whatever the video says is what it's called, you know what I mean? But whatever it is, it's fried chicken with French fries, okay? This is actually boneless chicken drumsticks. Really weird. I didn't actually know you could get these in the supermarket. You may not be able to get it, like, because I've never seen boneless chicken drumsticks in the supermarket before. So you can use boneless thighs for this recipe. You don't have to use boneless drumsticks, but I thought this would be good because they'd be extra juicy. You know, we all know that a chicken drumstick is probably the most juiciest piece of chicken aside from the thighs. So that's what we're rocking with today. We've also got some plain flour here. We've got our seasonings, chicken spice, chicken seasoning, all purpose. You know, there's a lot going on. We'll go through that. We've also got some buttermilk. I recently started using this in like my fried chicken recipe, and it's really, really good. So yeah, first things first, what we're going to do, we are going to season up our chicken. When I'm doing fried chicken, I actually freestyle it every time. It's pretty much the same, but just work with me, follow me here, okay? This is how Chanell does her thing. So what we're going to do first is we're going to season this with some black pepper. And as you guys always know, the description will have all the ingredients there. So, you know, just kind of look and learn, and then you'll get to know the actual measurements in a bit. But that was about half a teaspoon, 3/4 teaspoon of black pepper, all-purpose seasoning, Dunn's River. You already know the vibes. Gonna put about 3/4 teaspoon of that as well. Then we're going to put some garlic granules. You can use oh, there's a different version. I can't remember what it's called, but any form of like dried garlic you can use. I put about half a teaspoon of that in. Actually, you know what, 3/4 teaspoon again. We want this chicken to be flavors. Then we're gonna add some celery salt. Then we're going to add some ground ginger. About 1/4 teaspoon of that. Then we're going to add some dried thyme. About 1/2 teaspoon of that. And then, see, this is where I may change up the recipe a little bit. Because we're going to season our flour, you don't want to season this too much. And I'm also going to actually season the buttermilk. So this chicken is going to get some real good lovings today. So you know what? We're going to leave the chicken seasoning at that. Just this, okay? So you just want to mix that all in. Oh, actually, I wanted to put some paprika in. No. Hold on, guys. In here, I've got some paprika. So I'm going to add a little bit of that in. Probably about, again, let's see. About 1/2 teaspoon of that. And then we're going to keep mixing this in. What you don't want to do is over season it and then it's too salty. That's what can happen. So we're going to season our chicken, and then we're going to do our seasoning flour, and then we're going to do our buttermilk as well. So once you've mixed all this in, literally just put it to the side and leave it to marinate. You can leave this to marinate for a little while, but you already know me, like I'll season this for maybe 30 minutes max. Of course, if it was a different day, we'd season it for maybe like 2 hours minimum, or overnight, and it will be really, really good. But we're literally just going to set this aside and start working on our flour. Now for our seasoning flour. In here I actually have, let me see, in here I have 1.5 cups of plain flour. Okay, so what you're going to add to this now, this is where I'm going to use my Jamaica Valley seasoning. I'm going to add some chicken seasoning and some of their chicken spice seasoning because I want it to have a little bit of a kick. I'm also going to add some hot sauce to the buttermilk, so it will have a little bit of spice in there as well. So what we're going to do is add 1/2 tablespoon of the chicken seasoning to the flour. Then we're going to add a tablespoon of the chicken spice seasoning to this. It will give it a nice colour as well. And then aside from that, what we're going to do, we're going to add a lot of the same seasonings that we used in the chicken, but just, yeah, some of them. So we're going to add some black pepper. And that will be about a teaspoon of this. Then we're going to add some dried thyme. About 1/4 teaspoon of that. A teaspoon of garlic salt. Also going to add a bit of ground ginger, about 1/4 teaspoon of that. Now I'm going to give it a mix first. Normally I'd add a little bit of all-purpose seasoning, but I think I might be good with what I've put in there. My grandma actually also taught me to taste flour. It sounds really strange, but what you're supposed to do is like lick your baby finger if you're the ones eating it. Obviously, if you're not the one eating it, then take out a little bit, lick your finger, dip your finger in it, get rid of that bit, taste it. And I can't really describe the taste other than it should have a taste. It shouldn't taste flavourless totally. You should at least be able to feel, I don't know, it's so weird to describe, but you can taste the salt at least. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to literally leave a little bit on that spoon. I'm going to lick my finger, dab that, so then it goes like that. Yeah, that actually tastes quite good. It sounds weird. I know you're probably thinking, Chanel, you're tasting the flour. Trust me, it makes sense. you know, you're basically tasting if you can taste the salt. So that's basically good to go. But the way Chanel is, Chanel likes to, you know, I'm still freestyling it. This is like a whole new recipe that I'm basically trying today, guys. So you guys are working with me here. Come on, Chanel, what do you want? What do you want, girl? I feel like I'm going to add some more all-purpose seasoning to it. I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of that. Mix it in. I've got a little knife here. This is also another trick that my grandma taught me, is to use a knife to mix flour. I don't know why, but yeah, it's just something I always have on hand. So once I've mixed that up, put it to the side. I'm pretty confident that that's fine now, so I'm not going to taste it again. So what we're going to do, put that there, and then we're going to work on our buttermilk. We've got 300 mils of that, and we're literally going to use the whole thing. So we're going to pour all of this in here, like that. You can use eggs if you want. I do use beaten eggs sometimes, but you know, when I'm putting in a little bit of effort, this is what I do. So we've got the buttermilk, and we're going to use, okay, these are two of my favorite hot sauces in the whole world. If you know, you know I have hot sauce with basically everything. I have it with chicken nuggets, I have it with eggs. Literally, I have it with everything. So I like Encona hot sauce, and I like Grace hot sauce. Today, you know what, today I'm going to go with Grace. And the reason why I'm going to go with Grace is because the Encona has really got a kick. This has a kick, but it's more, I don't know how to describe it. Oh, it's also thinner. So this one's a bit more thick. This one's thinner. So what we're going to do is we're going to put about a tablespoon and a half of the hot sauce in there. We're also going to add, I didn't have any ground pimento, but I used my mind and I crushed up some. But because it's literally just going to sit in there and infuse in there, it's not going to actually go on the chicken. I'm literally just going to add a couple of the crushed pimento seeds. You can actually use ground pimento, so that will probably be about half a teaspoon of that, and then you'll be good. Okay, so we've got our buttermilk mix here with the hot sauce and the pimento seeds. So I'm literally just going to mix it up until it's all worked together. I'm also going to kind of let it sit, and the reason why I'm going to let it sit is because I'm going to take the pimento seeds out, because there's nothing worse. If you're Jamaican or Caribbean or whatever, then you know that when you have a pimento seed in your mouth, the sensation when you bite into it is very crazy, but the flavour that it gives is really nice. So I'm going to let this sit for a few minutes whilst I get everything else prepared. But that's basically your buttermilk. So then just get your flour, pour it in here, ready to, you know, when you're ready to dip everything in, and then basically your chicken is ready to start frying. We're also going to do some sauces and whatever so that we can jazz it up, but that's basically it. So yeah, we can let this sit for a few minutes and then we're going to get coating. Okay, so whilst we're going to coat our chicken, I'm going to heat up our oil because that will take a little while, and you don't want it too hot. A technique that I learned from one of my favorite YouTubers is that basically when you put in the oil, the way to know if it's hot enough is that you use a wooden spoon. You basically put it in the middle when the oil is in, and then if you see bubbles, the oil is ready. Shout out to Quan Tran, because you know you're one of my favorite YouTubers. Actually, to be honest, you are my favorite. I watch your videos a lot. So yeah, that's a top tip I learned from him. So yeah, just get whatever pan you like to use to fry chicken in. This is basically my favorite. You know, Tefal, you basically just need to know that I like all your pots and pans in it. But yeah, you know, holler at your girl, we can work on something together. But yeah, I'm using vegetable oil today, you know, but it doesn't really matter. You can use sunflower oil. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Firstly, what we're going to do is remove the pimento seeds from the buttermilk. It's been sitting in there for about 15 minutes, so I know that it's got good flavour. So basically just going to remove that. You're going to take some of your chicken, put it into the buttermilk, and then I'll even show you guys up close, and then literally what you're going to do is just dip it in there. You don't want to leave it in there for too long, in my opinion, because you don't want it to be like a thick batter on the chicken. So you're literally just going to take it like that, dip it straight into your seasoned flour, and then once it's in your seasoned flour, look, found a little bit of pimento as well. Once it's in your seasoned flour, you're literally just going to mix it in. Make sure it's all coated. My trick is to kind of count how many times I've stirred the chicken in there, and I'll always pick up the flour and go like this, pick up the flour and go like this. And yeah, just make sure all the wet parts of the chicken are now dry. So because this is boneless chicken legs, basically there's going to be a hole in the middle, so I just want to make sure I've got all of that coated. And don't overfill your pot as well that you're frying it in. If you overfill it, then it's not going to cook properly, okay? Now because I've kept going like around and around in the bowl, it gets this nice breading look to it. That's going to make it nice and crispy. So just do it for a while because it will be worth it. So my oil should be ready now. So as I said before, my trusty fellow YouTuber Quantran taught me, get yourself a wooden spoon, put it in. When you see bubbles forming around the wooden spoon, your oil is ready, okay? So we've got our chicken here ready to basically go in. So what we're literally going to do, shake off any breading, because you don't want too much of it. I feel like if you keep on too much, it's just going to be really thick. You're going to have more breading and less chicken. So you want to keep it like this and then literally drop it in away from you. If you drop it in away from you, it won't splash back. So I've got about 5 pieces of chicken in here, and that should be fine. So I'm doing it in 2 batches. So I'm going to get my next bits of chicken coated, ready to put in here. Okay, so my chicken's been in here for about 5 to 8 minutes. So I'm literally just going to turn my chicken over. It looks really, really crispy. It looks really good. Got a nice coating on there. So yeah, we'll leave this in for like another 5 minutes. And also these little bits that may be in the oil, strain those out, because if those burn, then it will attach to your chicken, and that's not good. Always strain out your oil. Look at that fried chicken goodness. Now, you know, your girl's a little bit silly. The chicken hasn't got the bone in, so it doesn't need so long to cook. So it's more about 12 to 15 minutes. This is about 12 minutes now, so I'm going to take this out now and leave it to drain on here. And then I'm going to get my next batch in as well. As you can see, nice and crispy. That's how we like it. And it's got a nice coating on there as well. A nice coating on there. So we're going to let this rest, get our fries cooked, get the rest of our chicken cooked, and then we're going to load it up. Okay, so I've got my fries in the air fryer. I've got some mayo, some ketchup, and I'm going to be back at it with some Incona hot sauce. So what you want to do, again, measurements in the description below. It's about 3 tablespoons of ketchup, along with a tablespoon of mayo, a nice big one, maybe a little more, tablespoon and a half of mayo, and then I'm going to give that a little mix. Use a bigger bowl, not like me. Mix this all together. You might need a bit more mayo in this actually, just a little bit dark. So we've now got our sauce in a bowl, but we're going to add some more mayo. We're going to add some more mayo to it. So add about 2 tablespoons of mayo. Mix that in with your ketchup and other mayonnaise. Mix, mix, mix like that. And when that's all together, you're then going to add some of your hot sauce in there. About a tablespoon of hot sauce. Mix that up. And then you've got a little spicy mayo to go alongside. Give it a taste as well. Oh, that tastes perfect. Literally, that just tastes like a spicy mayonnaise. Ketchup, mayo, hot sauce, good to go. Okay, and now we're taking out the last of our chicken that's just finished frying. Nice and crispy, golden brown. That's what we like to see. I don't know about you guys, but fried chicken is on the top of my list when it comes to comfort food. Like KFC and all that, definitely my guilty pleasure, and the reason why I go gym every day. You know, it's all part of having a balance. You know, you can still eat good like this and look good. You feel me? Don't listen to them people that say you must just eat salad all the time, okay? And then just leave your fried chicken to rest whilst we work on our fries, and then we're gonna assemble. We're going to slice our chicken here so that we can sprinkle it all over our fries and all of that. So let's put you guys over here. Okay, so we're gonna get you guys nice and close in, and what we're gonna do, we're literally just gonna chop this up like so, like that. Look, juicy chicken, that's what we want. Let's get another piece, and just leaving that chicken to rest as well. Don't cut it immediately because all the juices will flow out, and you want to keep all of that crisp. Look at that, listen to that, can you hear that? Nice and crisp. Let's cut another piece. So we've got a piece of our chicken here, and we're just gonna chop that up like so. Got all that nice chicken there. Should we do one more piece? I think we should do one more piece. Just look at that chicken, nice and crispy. This is what we like. This is what we like. So we're literally just gonna chop that chicken nice, crispy and juicy. All right guys, so you know me, I love my little foil dish. So what we're gonna do, we've got some sauce, our spicy mayo. I had a little bit of like leftover salad which had some cabbage and stuff like that, so I just put that as a little garnish. And I've also got a bit of chopped spring onion, but just the end bit, so I've got that to the side as well. So what I'm going to do is literally load up my dish with some fries. And we want it really loaded. That's the reason why it's called loaded fries. So make sure you get it nice and topped up. You can fry your fries, you can deep fry them, but you know, the air fryer just seems to save time for me because I could fry the chicken at the same time. Yeah. So we've got our fries there now. What we're going to do is just add some salt to it. Give it a little shake. Give it a nice little shake so that all gets in there. I'm also going to add a little bit of Cajun seasoning, you know. And to let that Cajun seasoning stick to it, what I'm also going to do is spray it with a little bit of cooking coconut oil thing. It will make it stick nicely, so I just want to spray it like that. Add a little bit of the Cajun seasoning onto that so it will stick. Give it a little bit of a shake. Then once you've done that, what we want to do first, add some of that chicken. So we're literally, I'm going to use this because it's right here. Just put that fried chicken on top and pile it up nice and high. You know, make sure you've got a good amount of fried chicken on there. Add some of your sauce. And what, I actually have a bottle, so I could have squeezed this on, but you know, your girl is hungry, so we're literally just gonna drizzle some of this sauce over the top like that. I can already tell this is gonna be good. I can already tell it's gonna be good. And then once you've added however much sauce you want, I'm also going to add some hot sauce because, you know, your girl likes hot sauce, so we're gonna literally drizzle some hot sauce on top of this as well, like that. And then we're gonna put a little bit of our garnish on the top, get it looking pretty. And then we're going to put our spring onion, just sprinkle that everywhere. I did plan on using chives, but the supermarket decided not to have any. Come on, stock shortage, what's going on? But spring onions will work fine. And there you have it. You've got your loaded fried chicken fries. Yeah, loaded fried chicken fries. Who's ready? Now tell me that don't look bussin'. Tell me that the thing is hot. This is how you know I love you lot, because the thing is hot. Tell me that don't look bussin'. Tell me you don't want to just dip your fork in that area. You know, get busy with it. As you know, I think we need to give this a taste. Let's do it. Okay, guys, I'm just saying, every video I'm like it's my favourite, but can we just observe? Look at all that fried chicken, please. Just look at it. It's all chopped up, ready. The actual dish is over there, but I needed for you to just observe this on the chopping board. It's nuts. I actually really want to eat this. Can you imagine a mukbang of me just eating this? Yeah, it would be a bit crazy, but you know, let's get into the actual, our fried chicken loaded fries. Doesn't it look delish? I'm so proud of this because half of the things that I wanted weren't actually in the supermarket, so I had to really work with it here. But you know, we've got our chicken, little garnish, sauce. let me just go into it and pick up a piece of that chicken so you can see. I think I should probably taste the chicken by itself, I'm not even gonna lie. Let's get right into it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I didn't pray. Lord, forgive me. Please forgive me, because look at that. Just let me just get that piece of chicken right there. You take that bite. Normally I would have given you guys a bite by now. I'm so sorry. I was way too eager. Look at that. This is everything that I want and more, literally. Anything that is fried chicken is just me. Oh, that's even too much of a big bite. I've now got to separate it. This is flavours. This is... If you don't like spice, take away a little bit of the hot sauce that I dashed on top, but Also, can you hear the crunch? Can you hear the crunch? The crunch... Look at that. Using the dark meat of the chicken, best thing for this. I know that a lot of people use breast for fried chicken when they're like doing this, but I'm not gonna lie. This here is just juicy and it's like in no way dry. My mouth is full of like crunchiness but also juicy. I think that's what it's giving. It's bossing. The day after the night before, this is what you need. This right here is really what you need. Hands down, top 10 things I've made on YouTube. Hands down. Go and make it, bro. I'm putting it down because we need to do an outro. Obviously, your girl's just been here chatting too much. And also I want to go and eat. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is what you could be eating at home. If you are not subscribed, then what are you doing? I always say it, come on, join the family. Hands down, one of my favorite things that I've made on YouTube. Oh, it's heaven in a bowl, in a dish, whatever you want to call it. And I love these little foil things. I think, you know, I might even bring out my own little thing. I just think it's so cool. Make sure you drop a comment down below and let your girl know what you thought, you know. I'm so excited. I want you guys to go out there and try it. Make sure you follow me on all my socials, on TikTok, Instagram, all of that. Ingredients list down below. See you in the next video.